Hello, this is Joe Pryor, the virtual real estate team in Oklahoma City, and we specialize in investment real estate in the Oklahoma City and Tulsa markets. I normally advise this for my investors on new construction. There's two times I think are the best times to buy. Number one is when a brand new subdivision opens up, because they are going to be probably, as a rule, the best price, because they want to have that first section really go strong. In other words, look at all those sale signs. These are sold, 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 and therefore there kind of creates that dynamic that, oh, I better get in now. And so the only negative thing about that is you got a lot of construction still coming as you go along, but we're really talking about price at this time. But what I really want to speak to is the last section, the end section, and why that is such an important time to buy. And that is where we are right now. We're in June, and June is the strongest month out of the year. You've heard me say this in previous videos that I've just done, but it is just where everybody is just kind of funneling in to buy investment real estate or homes to live and own. And so normally you don't get a lot of discounts going on right now. There's no reason for it because the demand is greater as a rule than the supply. But there is one situation where that's not the case, and that is at the end of the subdivision, when it's almost done. In other words, you may have 3 houses or 5 houses out of 500 or whatever. And what the problem is with these big builders is that, they've got to keep an open house going. They've got to have personnel there 7 days a week. They got to pay the utilities to keep it going. They would rather not do that. That is actually more expensive than offering you a deal. So right now, I've got multiple neighborhoods where that is the case with a couple of different builders. In other words, they would rather go ahead and discount those last houses in order to get their people out of there, close everything down, send these people to a new neighborhood, a new hot place that they've decided to build in. And so that is what is going on. Now, there is another advantage. Remember, I talked about in the first section, you're going to have a lot of construction going on, and that can create a little bit of a problem from time to time. Subcontractors coming through, trucks, everything going on, noise. If you're buying at the end, that's all gone. In other words, there's hardly any work going on. The neighborhood is complete. The streets are clean. Everything really works for you if you're looking to buy real estate. So this is really, really good. And we have houses starting in roughly around $205,800 for a 3-bed, 2-bath, 2-car in one neighborhood. Other neighborhoods like $211,000 up to about $233,000. These are fantastic. So in other words, I really highly recommend that you think about buying this way. Whatever market that you're in, talk to your realtor, talk to your investment specialist, and ask them about this. Now in Oklahoma City right now, we don't have it in Tulsa, but in Oklahoma City, we have these opportunities right now. Let us know. We'll be happy to help you and show you what we have.